Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rosie Lee's Kitchen. Today we're making a beef curry and a few other little bits and bobs, but we'll see as we go. Now, in a hot pan, we're going to add our beef, but not the paper bits at the bottom of the packet. That's disgusting. I'm going to fry off the beef. Going to make sure it gets cooked all the way through, and then we're going to put it on a plate and set it aside because we don't need it just yet. We've got to make all that delicious saucy flavour. There we go. Now, in the same pan, I've got a nice sliced onion. Chopped it all up. I'm going to cook it all the way through. Get it to nice browning stage. I'm going to add diced chilli and diced garlic. Now, the pan is hot. We're going to work quick with our spices. We're going to get this mixed all in with these onions. Now, there's the spice blend. Like I said, you're going to work quick with your spices. When you don't, they get a little bitter and burnt, so we've got to be quick. Now, once I've mixed in all these spices, it's going to take about a minute or so. We're going to get them all in, mix them all up, and move on to the next stage. Always use 3 times as much curry powder to however much you use when it comes to spice, but go by teaspoons. Don't do any more than that. You really don't need that much more. Now, all incorporated into the onions. Lovely, delicious, into the tomato puree. I use quite a bit of tomato puree with this. Probably half a tube. As you'll see there, that's a brand new tube. Now, mixing in all your tomato puree into all that spicy goodness. Once I'm pretty much incorporated most of it all in there, but it starts to get stuck and thick, I'm going to keep adding some water. Remember, it's hot. Steamy, baby! Now I mixed it up again and it sucked up all that water, so add some more. And it starts to get nice and thick. We're cooking it through, keep stirring, keep it cooking. Very concentrated flavour right now. We got plum tin tomatoes. You can use chopped if you like. I like tin tomatoes because I like big bits of tomato. They're juicy and they're delicious. Oh yeah. We're going to mix that all in. Then I added a liquid beef stock. For flavour. You can add chicken if you want, but I am cooking with beef today. I want it beefy. And then we add more water because we've already added stock and we've already got them beautiful spices nice and thick. I added sliced peppers, but it's optional. You can add whatever you like. Mushrooms, broccoli, but I'd add the broccoli last minute, otherwise it gets soggy. A good mix. Liquid's looking good. We're going to add back in with the beef that we cooked earlier. All the juices, all that flavour. We give it a good mix. Make sure all that beef gets cooked in all that lovely, delicious flavour. Now, once we're at this stage, we're going to whack the lid on and let it cook. Obviously, I'm adding a little bit more water. This sauce is going to cook for a good hour and a half. Just give it the occasional stir. Once you've got it to boiling point, you do want to turn it down a little bit. You want it on the simmer. But you're just cooking it until your beef is lovely and soft. Now, while that's cooking, I've got myself some cold water into my saucepan. And I chopped up 2 potatoes because I'm going to make my version of Bombay potatoes. Not quite Bombay potatoes, but my version. Now, we're going to leave them to boil up until they get nice and soft. Then you can stick a fork in them. In a fresh pan, I'm going to fry off some white onion, all diced and lovely. With a big knob of butter. We want buttery onions. Here's another spice blend. Everything was about a teaspoon to half a teaspoon of some of these. We're going to mix these all up, not the bay leaves just yet. Once you've got your onions nice and soft and all of your spices in there for about a minute, no more than that, I'm going to pour them all in to my rice cooker. Now if you haven't got a rice cooker, you can do it in a saucepan, but I prefer a rice cooker. Great little invention. Now if you ain't got one, go out and buy one. Cost you about 15 quid. I got me washed basmati rice. Make sure you give it a good wash, and in it goes. I make sure I mix all my rice into my little onion blend there. I fill it up with enough water to leave about an inch above. With 2 bay leaves, of course. Stick the lid on, pop it on, ain't got to worry about it. Fantastic little invention, mate. There you go. Now, in that same pan, I'm going to add some more onion. Because this is where our potato dish comes in. There's still a bit of flavour in there, but that's fine because we've got another spice blend. And with this spice blend, we're going to cook these spices for a minute. You'll know because the little mustard seeds will stop at popping. And once I've got it nice, we'll add in those cooked potatoes. There, we can make sure you mix all your tatties into your spices. All that flavour gets evenly distributed. And in goes a tin of chopped tomatoes. Good old mix up, and we leave these to cook as well. There you go, on the bubble. Our rice is done. You'll see how fluffy it is when I push my fork through it. Lovely colour, lovely and fluffy, plenty of flavour. The smell was amazing. I'm going to remove my bay leaves and some of the cloves, but I let it sit in with a few of cloves just to keep that flavour going in there because it's all about the flavour. I took a few out, put the lid back on, let it sit and get nice and fluffy. Lovely. The curry's been cooking for 1.5 hours to almost 2 hours. Lovely and soft, thick and delicious, mate. And there's your tatties, ready to go on the side. And there we have it. Beef curry, Bombay potatoes, and my version of peeler rice without the cardamom pods. If you want cardamom pods in it, stick it in. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.